When you take a look at this group, this division, it is so tight in the middle. Everybody seems to be in the middle outside of Red and Epsilon. Winner here, just giving themselves more of a chance.
Yeah, I mean, this is for 5-5 for both of these teams, or you're sitting at 4-6, and that is tough because you have EG now at 6 wins. You have Echo Fox at 6 wins. I mean, Echo Fox has turned it around big time. They're now in second place.
Like I said it on the desk, but I literally saw Mad Cat after it. Like, his face was just disbelief. He's like, how? They don't want to see that. They don't want to see these victories coming in from bubble team competition. But Splyce off to a fantastic start here at Statue as they've opened up with every single point. It's FaZe trying to fight in, get any kind of presence, but there's so many players here stacked on water and water steps. They're having trouble even getting near this hard point. This has been truly a thing of beauty to open the game.
Yeah, I was talking to Replays and Attach in the back, and Replays walks out. He's like, all right, man, let's go get a hard point win. Like, they have just been struggling in hard point, and that is looking like it is continuing right now. Everybody off to such a slow start. Splyce, they get 41 points off that Statue Hill.
We said it during the Epsilon match. I just said it again on the desk. I truly feel if FaZe comes out and plays like they did versus Epsilon hardpoint, they are not beating Splyce. I just don't think they are. I don't think they are. And Mad Cat right now, though, great start. 2-0, some objective points, I believe, in both hard points. So he's actually getting close to streaks here, unless he's got a million assists off the opening of this game. Tough gunfight, though, and Priest gets him. Clean wipe from FaZe, and just like that, a light is switched in FaZe, battling back in.
Now Priest is close, though. He's at 525. He's going to get traded out. Obviously, all his Splyce spawned down low, so all the pressure was on him. He tried to stay alive, maybe win a couple of gunfights, but a good job by FaZe to break on in. A great break out of Priest and Replays, but just like that, Splyce, they're able to get back in there, but Zuma shuts down Mad Cat and Bance. Jerd, the last player over here, with 17 seconds left. Splyce is going to rotate, but look at this. The pressure already here for FaZe. You have Replays and Attach near these boxes, and they're going to try and get in here. This would be a huge break. You have a player, that was Zuma, who was in fire, but Splyce, they're able to hold that push. They're going to get that early time.
And one thing to keep an eye on, we talked about it a bit off the numbers from Anaheim, but when these teams, when they get outslayed in hardpoint, Splyce won 43% of their hard points at Anaheim. FaZe won 17%. They only had one win in that scenario. So even if FaZe kind of go off, like, Splyce have more of that ability to still win the game. You just don't really have that on the other end.
We saw it in the Epsilon series with FaZe and Epsilon. I mean, Arden Forest, FaZe outslayed by like 28 kills. It was close to 30 throughout most of that, and it was just a 30-point game. So FaZe is a team, they rely on the talent, on that slaying ability. Look at that scoreboard right now. The guy who is going off, it was Zuma. He has a very slow start here at 4-11, but they're only down by 30.
And London Docks in particular, obviously going to be very, very hard to win if Zuma is struggling, especially when you have Bance, kind of a similar role on the other side at 14-9.
It's just so weird to me, right? Because typically with Zuma, like, he's typically at like a 10-10 or a 9-11. Like, he obviously always has so many engagements. At times he's -1 or 2. He's gonna lose a gunfight every now and then, but there's been stretches that we've been seeing, like he's sitting at 3-11 or 5-12. Like, we're not used to seeing that.
Even gods have slow starts.
Okay.
I mean, we've seen, think of somebody even like Scump over the years. Something I've talked about him a million times.
I know,
slow start, and then he erupts.
Yeah, like,
but I know, it's just not used to it. Not used to it. Splyce about to crack the 100-point mark. They'll get stopped a little bit short as the contest does come in here at Barrel. It's going to be Jerd in front just trying to hold on. Doesn't have a whole lot of help. Zuma's going to get on the flank. FaZe able to break through, and now Zuma may be starting to beam. See him breathing life into this FaZe side as he starts to hit some shots. That'll definitely be huge for this squad. 15 seconds left, and then we'll start to think about the Crane hard point. Splyce spread out pretty evenly here for the next one.
Yep, 5 seconds left. Splyce, they are set up, but Attach able to find a kill on Bance. Where is Bance in his spawn? He's going to hold that kill cam. Remember, that was so important in his match yesterday. He holds it well. He's having a great game at 18-13 right now. 31 engagements are ready for him. As well, they are controlling fire. You still have Jerd down low, just being a nuisance, not allowing FaZe to get those nades onto that hill. And I mean, Josh has just been hanging out here. This is a great first 20 seconds for Splyce.
Feels like any time you can get Crane, and it's a great time.
Yeah.
Josh still doing what he can in front. Finally traded out. Zuma's got the cross, it backfire, but Bance able to get the better of him. Bance can't do much with his, a nade hits him almost immediately. So now FaZe Clan soaking up some time inside. They've kept it close. They've kept it competitive. And this is right around that scoreline. A lot of times we talk about a game kind of around that 100-100 mark, where a lot of times we see a team start to pull away. It's where they start to make plays, where they start to bring the streaks in. Which side might get something going? Or we could just have a nail-biter down to the 250-249 game.
Yeah, we definitely could. But yeah, 12-point lead for Splyce. We're headed back to Statue FaZe. They're going to have some early control, but I will say, Priesta, 50 points away now for streaks. You talked about those streaks. When they come in, this is usually that time, and he's playing for him right now. Zuma doesn't get one kill on Bance. Here's that trade, able to find that glide bomb. That's all he has right now. The rest of Splyce, they spawn to the opposite side of the map. Has to be careful, though. Jerd goes all the way around. He reads it correctly, able to find that kill. Great read by Priesta, sitting at 20 and 11. He gets fully streaked out. We know how important those can be in hardpoint.
FaZe Clan will get the streaks first. We'll keep an eye on them throughout the course of this game. Still very tight right now. Narrow lead for FaZe Clan. FaZe thinking about the next setup. Zuma. I thought Zuma was going to push all the way through for a second. I was like, all right, hold your horses. Hold front call. Like, I thought he was just going to fly on in. I was like, that could get scary with the spawns. Zuma's got some help with attached, too. That dynamic duo holding the front side. On the opposite end, it'll be Priest and Replays trying to get it done. Replays, last up. Replays wins both gunfights.
That's huge. He does get traded out, but that allows his team to get to the hill. Priest able to find Bance. You can just see where Replays is due to his teammates. I mean, they get him that low underground spawn. Teams, they like that spawn more than sort of that back use this one. They're going to call in the artillery as well. The thing is, though, is you have to earn some time when you're going to use this. There's still Jerd alive in the back, but Priesta is able to find that kill. The artillery takes him out, but still the spawn's right here, and it's not covering that one little spot, so it allows them to get close to that hard point.
Priesta actually ends up getting like 4 kills with that artillery. I think one might have been a teammate, but
I think it was himself.
Yeah, well, he does get a lot of kills with that, and then they're going to end up enjoying the remainder of the time. Open up a bit of a lead, but this next break is big. Can Splyce turn this into time after on Main Street?
Mad Cat is hungry right now. Eats a nade, a couple of bullets. Finally, Zuma able to find him. On the other side, it's Priesta who finds Bans. This could be a huge break, and you see where those yellow arrows spawn so far away. So right now, you have an advantage for FaZe.
They weaken one of the corner with a nade, too. It's kind of going to bait Zuma into pushing as Josh gets to the window. 3 kills come in for Splyce, and they will retain control. Still very early in this hard point. Look at that number 4, though. Priesta trying to fight around the back, but you see Bance able to pick him up, not allowing them to get to that top side of the minimap, not allowing them to set up for next. They keep them spawning fire, and this looks very good for Splyce right now.
I mean, Bance is putting up some Zuma-esque numbers right now. 27 and 26. So many engagements on the map. But there was a huge couple of kills. You thought FaZe was going to break in, and Josh finds 2. Allows his teammates to spawn to underground and get that pinch in. Gives them that time. Still a 6-point game. FaZe, though, not in a position to rotate early towards that barrel building. They're going to fight on through. Try to get this scrap time. Replays and Zuma do find kills, but you see those spawns. Mad Cat and Josh spawn up back barrel, but you have those streaks, and this is when they're going to try and break on in.
And you can see the presence from multiple players. If they pick him in the back, where's the spawn come in? Where is he going to pop? All the way out towards Useless. Both fly out. Great use of the streak. And the forward momentum there from the FaZe Clan side. Excellent work. 1 guy remaining. They just have to clear out Jerd, and there you go.
Yep, great job by FaZe.
And think about it. He has dealt with the streaks from Priesta. Now if Zuma adds some on as well.
Ooh, you lose that gunfight.
Okay. Nice win there from Mad Cat.
Great win from Mad Cat, as you said. Zuma was so close to those streaks. Would have got another glide bomb. Great wall bang by attach. Usually it's the opposite for him.
Well, the good thing here for Splyce, at least, yeah, you lost control, but you haven't allowed FaZe to get any kind of presence mid-map. So they've been able to just continue to flood in the front.
Yeah.
Contest.
There's been no separation.
Yep.
There's been no separation. I mean, yeah, 20 points, but what could have been a full 60, you know, for FaZe turns into a pretty solid job by Splyce, and they win this rotation of Crane. You're getting that set up. You have Josh in a wonderful position towards lower docks. He can stop the push for FaZe. They're so far away, but you still have that fighter pilot, I believe.
Well, can Mad Cat even the odds here? Can Mad Cat even the odds? 23 and 20, minute in the hard point. 5 streak, 6 streak. There's the glide bomb to go. Just tucking away in the corner for now. Use his teammates at bait. Hope you don't get picked off. Hope you don't get picked off by he doesn't. They're going to target.
Attach bound him.
Oh, wow. So just the glide bomb. Priesta harassing off spawn at Useless. Now they've got him pinned in the back. It's going to force Mad Cat to use the only streak he earned. At the same time, though, Zuma 3 pieces of the squad. And this has been excellent stuff from FaZe at Crane.
Yeah, it was a good break, obviously, with that fighter pilot, and then Attach was able to get in the fire to cut off 2, and they immediately know that back useless spawn is going to come in, and Zuma was able to find 3. But Splyce, they do fight back. This is a big 12 seconds. This will put them within 5 as we head back to Statue.
And there's nothing, right? No streaks on either side now. Everything expended. Let's start it all over again. Third set of rotation here at Statue. First one's in, gonna be Splyce. They also have Bance all the way down here in Barrel, so he's gonna make it just annoying for them to try and get across from water. Just trying to stay up and do what damage you can. Look at, you see multiple players trying to focus him down before they actually get to Statue. Now lead change back to Splyce. They are out in front, just cracking the 220 mark. FaZe trying to hit it from all angles. Finally able to clear him out of the hard point for a moment, but it's still water control.
There we go. Finally, they get Madcap out of that window. He was being so annoying. Now it's Jerd's turn on water steps. He should get traded out, but he wins another one on the replays. Almost snaps onto the third. That was Priesta. It's Priesta, or sorry, Attach's turn to be annoying down low. You have Priesta on the hill just trying to stay alive, dodging nades. The game's tied up. But the big thing here, Splyce cannot win on this hill, and FaZe are trying to win this rotation towards this main street. But Zuma, he gets pushed up. He's able to find one. Now it's Priesta on the Bance, and Priesta wins this gunfight. What a big game out of Priesta right now. 37 and 26, 90 seconds in the hill. They win this rotation.
Yep, and that allows them to get a presence up towards Cole. Attach, holding the water side as well, just backing up and re-challenging. Sick stuff from Attach. 15 more points needed. Splyce in trouble. Splyce have got to break in. They have to find some kind of opening, but they're spawning all the way out water. They don't have time. They've got to go. Attach still locking it down on one side.
Pinch.
Replays holding it down on the other. The final ticks coming in. Splyce wiped off the map, and FaZe take a very close game 1.
You can see Replay smiling. You don't see how he's at. He's like, yeah, we won a hard point. We won a hard point. It was a close one, though, but they were able to clutch on up. I mean, just a great job rotating early to that main street, and then Attach in the back finds a couple of kills, stops the pinch out of Splyce. But this is what we saw earlier with Splyce, where they dropped the first hard point earlier today, and then they win 3 in a row against Team Envious.
That's what's going to be interesting here, though. You know, we've talked about the woes for Splyce and Search. I felt in this series the respawns are kind of 50-50 for me with the form both these teams are in. It's just a Search where FaZe should have a big advantage. And we know on London Docks specifically is a map that they have some fantastic wins on it. You can think all the way back to Stage 1 playoffs. And are they in that form? No. But they've still been a solid Search team, and London Docks one of their go-tos. You got to feel good about their chances here in Game 2.
Yeah, no, definitely so. I mean, who knows at this point? I want to say that, but I mean, this division just so crazy. Again, earlier on today, we thought Splyce was out of it, but you know, they were down 5-2 on a London Docks Search and Destroy. They were able to make that comeback. I mean, you think if Envy goes up 2-0 in that series, the woes for Splyce continue. Instead, Splyce was able to win 4 in a row, win that.
Think about how Splyce wins their searches. Like, they have that 4 rounds in a row to come back. In the first couple weeks, you had to have the 1v3 and the 1v4 from Jerd to account for one of your 2 wins that you got. It's almost like they have to just do it in crazy fashion to get a victory. It feels like for quite some time, like we're talking a month plus, it hasn't just been like clean Search victories for Splyce.
I mean, ever since the roster change sort of came in with Josh, that's really been the one game mode that hasn't clicked yet, which is surprising. You think with a guy like Josh who has so much experience, they've played with him before, you think that would be one of their stronger suits, but it hasn't been.
Well, we've talked about Search and Destroy, and we've had some crazy 1v1s from players like Scraps recently. We asked you on Twitter with the hashtag CWLPS4, what Division A player would you trust the most in a 1v1? If it came down to it, for all the marbles, 1 versus 1, we wanted to see your answers, guys, and we'll take a look at the first one. Rated, I think that's a good answer. His knowledge of the game and effort he applies to the game is scary. He can always find that spot that gives him an advantage over his opponents.
Yeah,
his opponent, I guess, in a 1v1.
I think that's a great choice. We've seen some excellent Search and Destroy games out of Rated. I mean, he's a guy who has just so much confidence in his ability and his team's ability. So, yeah, definitely a good choice right there.
Well, let's take a look at the next one if we can, see who the other guys you think stand out. I thought it was going to be Scraps.
Scraps, I mean, from what we've seen, yeah.
Today, he's been fantastic in it. Attach, best 1v1 clutch player in the game, always manages to make the right play no matter how difficult it seems. I think Attach is an easy one. I mean, we've always talked about him in Search and definitely in 1v1 scenarios.
Yeah, I think Attach, I mean, yeah, great job right there, or great tweet right there from Maxwell Finley. I mean, Attach, you could probably pick Zuma as well, just based off his sort of reaction, his S&D experience. But yeah, Tatch is definitely a guy that we've talked about time and time again. He's had some epic clutches throughout his career.
He really has. Now let's take a look at the last one. Thanks, guys, for getting involved on Twitter. Maven, because his bald head will blind the enemy. Hashtag CWLPS4.
Yep. Well, see, you have like, yeah, you got powder on there. See, it's the backside. Turn around. It's the backside. Yeah, there you go.
Is that good?
It's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit shinier.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Simplest_TK. I'm sorry that I cursed your team and you're not winning a championship this year, but I deserve that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've played some S&D with you.
I did.
I don't remember how good
I've had some wild clutches with my bar. I was never in 1v1s because I'd always die early.
That's very true.
I flew around with a bar like I was a sub player.
You're always ahead of the meta.
Yeah.
Always using the bar.
Never switched off it. London Docks, S&D coming up next. Splyce. Desperately need a victory here. But again, thanks guys for the involvement on Twitter and the Twitch chat. Watch the stream, tweeting us. It's fantastic to hear your guys' thoughts, whether they're right or not, because I can speak from experience. If you ever watch Trading Shots, I'm right about 20% of the time. Maybe a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah. CWL Champs, August 15th to 19th.
That you're right about.
Tickets on sale at MLG.com/CWL Champs. Going to be here in Columbus, Ohio. It's going to be amazing. Expect an incredible experience. I know we're going to be able to do a lot of extra stuff. Adam in the squad. We've got a lot of staff out here in Columbus. Basically a lot of the equipment. Like it's going to be amazing. I know we're going to see some stuff we haven't seen at Champs before. You want to be here? Come hang out. But here we go into round numero uno. That's number 1.
Correct. C.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Priesta here. He's got some help from one player on FaZe. That's going to be Replays. So Splyce pretty spread out right now. You have a couple players outside of Colt. Jared, he tries to challenge through lights. He gets taken down. But look at Bance right now. He's in a very weird position. There we go. He's going to get spotted. That's going to have Zuma try to help him out. But Josh goes to help out Bance because he was caught in a tough spot. And now they're going to rotate this bomb towards A.
Well, they rotate into the STG of Attach. They have no mid-map presence, so he's a little bit worried about getting pushed through fire. Unfortunately for him, it's the opposite side.
Yeah.
It's underground. Do the Spidey senses tingle? They do. They tingle at the last second, but not able to take it. Bance wins the gunfight. 2 versus 2 now. 35 on the clock. Now, bomb is top middle.
Say, Replays might have saw the bomb right there. He might have just spotted it based on that decision. Spots Bance. Oh, wow. Melts him as well.
I love this repositioning from Replays, too. He gets spotted top mid, goes all the way around to the top side. He doesn't even need to get involved. But basically, by spreading out and getting the crossfire there was really no chance that bomb was getting planted today.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Priesta just gunned this guy. So, yeah, Mad Cat had him L-triggered. Priesta just comes around, gives him a nice little camera.
Snap-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah. Priesta 3-0 to start. I believe he had 3 kills. He had a great game 1. Again, if you missed the first match, I believe it's his birthday. So, wish Priesta a happy birthday on Twitter.
15th birthday.
No, you have to be 18 plus to participate in the CWL.
That is true. If only you had to do that all to cast. We could get rid of Rich. 1-0 now. FaZe. As they're able to close out that 2 versus 2 and win the round. Zuma takes an absurd gunfight there at mid-map, but at least picks up 1 before he drops. Now we'll get to a 3v3 halt with Bomb and Cole. We'll see how FaZe off the play this. Oh, that's going to get some information. Backs him right on up.
Yeah, Priesta working towards this B1, but they know they have a player caught at gate, but that was Bance. Bance was able to win that one against Priesta. Nice. On the other side, you have Replays able to gun down Madcan. That reminds me of, who was it we watched today? Red Reserve and EG. Remember the STGs?
Yeah, 0 and off. Remember it was 14-4, I believe.
Yeah, the STGs of Red just shut down the EG guys in gunfights just like that.
Saw him for just a second. Good vision there from Attach. Tries to grab the bomb. I thought he was going to sprint away, try to get behind the truck. He decided to just snap and win that one.
I think he could have dove away, but
absolutely could have dove away there.
Yeah, you'll take it. Replays. Oh, not able to finish Bance. If he's able to get that first kill, maybe he has a chance, but, I mean, he doesn't have bomb. There's only 16 seconds left. He's able to find Jared. Bance just needs to run. There we go.
Replays is hunting him. Just not enough time. Bance is long gone.
Well, Bance is in a predictable corner. This is predictable.
1 second. Tries to get there. Just needs another second or two. Another second or two. And maybe Replays can clutch.
Bance needs to run further away. Go further. Ay, ay, ay.
It was close, but he's able to do it. 1-1 now. Priest to the lone man on defense towards that B site. Replays of that STG. Opening pick. And look at the first bloods. All FaZe right now.
And what is it? Once again, it's the STGs. Find the openings for FaZe. Well, that's a third STG kill for them. Other round is Attached, Priesta, and Replays all have kills in this one. Replays still alive on a 3 spree, so we'll have to watch him. Just keep an eye on his streaks. I'm sure he's not too close yet. Zuma spots Jerd. Jerd trying to get away. He gets taken down. A very good round for FaZe.
Remember though, Splyce, we're down on this map big. Said it was 5-2 they were down, came back. So don't count them out of it. I know it's early, it's a 1-round difference, but as FaZe gets going, just don't count Splyce out. They definitely have the ability to get hot and bring it back. FaZe just a tough team on this map in search.
Yeah, for a while, this was FaZe's go-to.
The kill discrepancy though right now, it's only 2-1. You've got what? 11 on one side, 5 on the other.
Well, you only need 4 to win a round.
It's very true, Joe.
Well, FaZe, they try to put a lot of pressure towards that middle. Priesta, though, finds another first blood. As you said, that's the 4th one. And we saw this earlier with Red and EG. Once again, it's one of those STGs finding a pick. Replays, just due to Priesta's position, look how far up they are. Like, look at this. You have so much of the map covered, and Priest is just hanging out by the bus, able to find Vance as well. Attached, he spots one middle stairs. He gets cut down. Splyce just gave up so much of the map to FaZe.
And then they just get picked apart. Picked apart one by one.
And Replay's got the plan as well, so if we could check Replays here in a second. Yeah, so he's at 530.
Well, Matt just wants to probably get off the map, but he's getting hunted, can't get there. You definitely don't want that bomb to explode and because Replay's at the plant, yeah. So what's we'll see where he's at when we get back into it. But
530, we just talked about it.
Oh, I thought you said we had to check it. Oh God.
No.
I'll be honest, I was fixing my pants. I was fixing my pants.
Just talked about it.
Oh, no wonder I'm so hot. Someone turned the fan off, Joe. I bet it was Ben. There we go. I wondered why I was starting to sweat. I'm good now.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. The cool breeze on my legs.
Well, FaZe get a lot of map control once again. Splyce, a very slow opening. Jerd almost gets picked off, but he does bring out that sniper rifle. But look at that mid-map control by FaZe. You have 3 players top middle, 1 on B Street. Jerd trying to find an opening. Tatch jumps off to the left. Able to stay alive and, well, finds another first blood. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, shocking. 5 now in as many rounds here for FaZe. We got Jerd highlighted inside. This could end up being a 1v1. Well, won't be a 1v1 because he's got help over the back. Zuma's trying to make it a gunfight, but he's got a hold. And let's look where that bomb is right now. Splyce just...
Yeah, I mean, Splyce just wants Jerd to find something. That's basically what this round is. They can't do anything else unless he finds a kill. Nades go out. Does find one with a nade. Now makes it a 3 versus 3, but Zuma's in a good spot. Mad Cat does check the corner, but Zuma has the advantage with a PPSH in that. So now 2 versus 3, and it looks like FaZe will give up the A bomb plant. So Jerd and Josh have an opportunity, but Josh just jumped up in the middle of the map.
And Jerd jumps in the middle of the ocean.
Yep, if you didn't know, these soldiers can't swim.
Not in this particular title, Joe.
Correct.
We'll be swimming next year.
But yeah, he just jumped up. I don't know why he did that. You usually don't want to do that.
Goes poorly for him.
Okay.
So what is it, 4-1?
Correct. 5-0 in first bloods.
No, I was just setting up the comeback for Splyce earlier.
Right, right. Now.
Setting it up.
Yep,
Now we can start talking about the comeback for Splyce.
Sounds good.
But
Replays is still alive.
Yeah,
it's not died.
4 in a row for Priesta, 3 replays, 3 Zuma. And then the other end, it's just ugly. Yeah, I mentioned the kill differential earlier. It's not getting
first
better.
blood. It was traded, but Priesta, guess what? With another STG. The STGs of FaZe are just running over Splyce right now. And then Zuma is just doing what he wants. Priesta, he's going to get that bomb plant. This is one of the old school FaZe strategies from stage 1 where they put so much pressure on the middle of the map in lower docks where Priesty just basically pops out, wins his 1v1. After he does that, he goes to B, just plants a bomb for free.
What can Mad Cat do here, Joe? This is a big round. I mean, if he can clutch this, it feels so good, but there's just no time. And look at, you think about how many kills these guys have in a row. You don't want to give up any streaks with the bomb explode. You don't want to give any more kills. He's just got to get off the map. And when you're seeing that in multiple rounds in the row where you're having to jump off the map, it typically means things aren't going too well.
Yeah. And that water just so toxic. Immediately just...
It is.
That's it. Rip.
Melts your skin.
You evaporate.
That makes me think of, what is that, Breaking Bad episode where they put the guy in that container?
Oh, right.
That's acid, though. I don't think it's water.
Well, that's not water.
One more round now, needed for FaZe. Priest having a gem of a game. 8-1 right now. Can they get every first blood? Can they get the final one? It's 6.
Yeah, why not?
7. There it is. 7 first bloods. Every first blood.
Oh, replays died.
They steamroll through. Replays is going to drop. The final player is here. The final player is dead. And FaZe dominate game 2. And that's why I mentioned it on the desk. I wasn't worried at the respawns. I was really worried about this particular map. And 1, the map for FaZe is strong. 2, S&D has been horrendous for Splyce. The combination makes something ugly, and that's exactly the result you got.
I mean, if you look at stage 1, it was London Docks that FaZe was so good at. Search and Destroy and Hardpoint. You know, I mean, both of those maps, they were just dominant on. And, yep, Splyce knows this is such a big match for them. There's just so many teams now at 6 wins, at 5 wins. Like, you cannot put yourselves in a hole, and they're down 2-0 in this series. FaZe, if they win this one, they'll be 2-0 on the day. Put them at 5-5 in the standings, so this is big.
We have seen some wild comebacks today. EG come back from down 2-0, push it to a game 5, almost able to take it in around 11, but fall short. We just saw Echo Fox do it to TK. There's been a couple crazy stories. Can Splyce now write their own? They've got to do it in absolutely dramatic fashion.
We've seen a couple of reverse sweeps today. So it's not out of the question.
It's not. Absolutely not. Well, one very close reverse sweep.
Right, that was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. But there have been some wild and wacky moments. Do we have one more coming? We'll find out here soon. Let's get right into it, Joe. FaZe looking to close it out 3-0. They already have a victory in Arden Forest against Epsilon. Granted, that was a very close game. Epsilon went up 1-0. They were in control for most of it. Let's see if they can end it here.
Yeah, that one was in overtime. It really just came due to the heroics of Attach making a great play, but Zuma and replays, well, they do find some kills, but so does Jerd. So now it's a 2 versus 2 on the map right now. And Jerd, great play to find Zuma as well. And already you have some pressure from Madcap. Madcap finds a kill on a Priesta. That backs up the FaZe players. Puts them in puts them back in their base, and you can already see the pressure from Bance. Look at number 7, already towards Bell.
Yep.
If he peeks this, he could find a kill, but Priest is starting to rotate over. He might find bad timing or great timing as Jordan and Josh find kills as well. There's just one player left. It's Priesta. What can he do? He's been having a great series. Able to find one, can't find the second. Flag will be gone.
Now the overextension coming in. You see replays Attach and Zuma off to the races. Madcat just trying to predict the angle they're going to be coming from. He gets the angle, but Attach nukes him as he hits the edge. Now, this is big because Jerd gets this score, he gets streaks. This is absolutely huge if he can get it in. Jerd dies with a nade over the top. Zuma's able to get it. This is going to be a big counter cap. Madcat's going to be the last one up. It looks like they want to run it at him. He's going to be at wood wall, though, and that's not going to be fun to deal with. Somehow Replays is able to pick him, though, and suddenly, from good to ugly for Splyce.
Yeah, but Replay still getting chased right now. Let's see if he can put this one away. Let's hear the comms of FaZe. Let's go in Astro Gaming and listen in with them.
One shot.
I'm one shot.
He's a bullet for Bugger. Play your life, Chris. Play your streaks.
Outside.
No, maybe in Bugger, Chris. Maybe in Bugger.
I'm here.
Oh, he's in Bugger. He's in there. He's in
There's
there.
one side. Yo, lower front. Inside.
Front cabin. Nice shot.
Last one front cabin. Last one front cabin.
Nice, Chris. I'm pushing up dome.
Nice, let's fucking go.
I'm pushing up dome. I'm gonna stay in the corner.
I have a bomb. Yeah,
play your life,
let
Tommy.
me play Captain Wall deal.
Yeah, we're both right. We're both right right now.
I'm gonna get aggressive on it.
I'll watch. Alright.
I'm nading over, Tommy.
I'm peeking middle first.
Alright.
No one back left. He's really weak.
Pushing guys. Let's go.
He's not under me. Back. All the way in the back. One shot. He's one shot on the back of the base. One shot.
Back left.
He's a bullet. Nice.
Yeah, run a cabin. They might spawn in.
Oh yeah, they did. Fuck.
I'll get him. Stay down, Chris.
No, wait.
We gotta go
Be on the
there.
rock. Yeah, you gotta go quick. There's gonna be two behind you.
I got one. I got post.
Look for Bance. You can always.
Could be fourth.
No, he cabin. We're good. I got post peek though.
Yeah, down in cabin.
Nice.
The flag's still there.
One in cabin, guys. Gonna go cloud
Cabin. On it.
Pre-bar.
Yeah, there's one's bridge.
Alright, we're good.
Bridge in cabin.
I'll try and get left off spawn. Tommy,
think
come
Bridge
left
went
me off
right.
spawn. Come get left me off spawn.
I will. What's first hard point? First hard point.
Fourth hard point first.
You wanna get your left?
I'll be left.
I'm watching middle right now.
Alright, get
Middle, you. Outside of you. He's by fire tank, guys. Fire tank.
Oh, use that heady.
Don't. One shot. Yo.
I got some. Nice. Yo, he's camo.
weak.
All behind me.
Dirty weak.
Yeah, behind you, pulling. Yeah, fuck, he got me. I got pinch.
I'm gonna bomb.
You said Drew was you?
He could be, yeah.
Yo, flags in like cabin wall. Flags cabin wall.
I want to shoot again. Is there multiple cabin or no?
Yeah, I got one. I'm
Go.
Yeah, I'm
Shoot again.
Yeah, I artillery dice. Pull.
That bridge one shot. Going close dome. Close left dome.
I'm trying to get to your artillery.
I don't see close left though.
Lowing it right now.
I got
two the base.
Matt was in your dome.
I don't. Yeah, he's hurt. I just hit him with the artillery.
These are guys.
That was me. You hit me.
Alright.
Oh, it's only you. Watch out. He's weak. He's really weak. Nice. Run.
Every back.
Go.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, I was trying to watch the cross. Make sure I'm behind you.
Yeah.
I'm looking middle for a second.
Alright, let's go. I'm gonna be close.
Have a bunker. Middle bridge.
One on the cross.
Bridge got me, Josh. Alright, they're gonna be middle and right.
I'm looking middle.
One's coming heady, went first hard point.
I have first, Tommy.
Alright, one's on the heady, he's on the heady. Oh shit, I'm one shot. Oh, behind us, yo! Go on.
The map's gotten wild, and with 60 seconds remaining, the pressure from Splyce might be the equalizer. But Attach does bring in the flank. Priesta hits from mid-map, and it seems to be thwarted for now. Madcat, maybe an opportunity here, though. He's slowly working his way up.
Just a little too slow.
Gonna grab it.
Tries to get away.
There.
Bance is there. That's a good trade, and Bance can go.
Zuma's gonna get there, though. Bance is gonna have to win. Well,
He called the fighter pilot in as well. So at least they got that gone.
That's true. That's true, actually, because, I mean, technically, he didn't really need it. Zuma got the kill, but the fact you're able to get that out in the final 60 seconds, yeah. I can still chalk that up as a win for Splyce, for sure.
Yeah, but you're hearing that listen, and I felt like that was the phase that we were sort of used to through stage one. They were just a team when we go to listen-ins. They just had so much energy throughout their listen-ins throughout their regular season, and that felt like more like it, right? They were having a lot more fun. Just felt like that energy was there. You know, it's great to hear those guys back in this form.
And Replays is hitting some shots right now, man. I mean, sometimes I know he'll get knocked a little bit for the KD or shaky shots at times, maybe not hanging with top ARs at long range, but you've seen a couple times from the Search and Destroy and then shots like that coming off spawn where he's at distance and he's beaming people. You love to see that if you're a FaZe fan.
Yes, you do. I believe him and Attach finished with around 11 kills, so a great half from those two. I believe Replays had both flag caps as well, so it's Mr. Do-It-All right now.
It's just got to be so tough for Splyce. You know, you're watching your chances slip away right now in playoffs, and then not only that, but you're still, it's got to be in the back of your mind, man. You're still watching Red see all this success.
Oh, and Unilad.
Yeah, well, yeah. And Unilad.
I mean, yeah, we talked about it yesterday. When's the last time a Splyce team hasn't been considered like the top 2 in Europe? And, well, a great break. This is what we talked about. FaZe, known for their amazing breakoffs in Arden Forest. I would just watch their Forest, whatever they do off the breaks, and I would probably just steal it because I tell you what, more than not, when we watch them on Arden Forest CTF, they get a flag cap in the first 45 seconds.
Who was it that had 2? Was it EG earlier that had 2 off both the opening breaks?
Yep.
It's so big when you think about, you know, what a low scoring game CTF typically is. Those moments, man.
Trying to think who is Splyce. I mean, you know, played throughout this week because I'm trying to think. Obviously, FaZe is going to be at 5-5, but they have 4 of their tough matches still. They still have to play Echo Fox. They have to play Red Reserve. They have to play TK. They have to play EG. Like, they have the hard part of their schedule left. FaZe has a very difficult schedule.
FaZe does. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were saying Splyce. I was like, no, Splyce.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what Splyce.
This was Splyce's hard week. If I remember correctly, it was. Oh God, I knew this from. I said it the other.
FaZe Envy they played today.
It was like EG TK or EG Echo Fox,
okay,
something like that. But they don't have the ups on this four-man stretch, so technically it might get a little bit easier for them technically next week. But
I mean, even though they won 1 at least today, they went 1-1. They're at 4. Well, if they obviously lose this, they'll be at 4-6, which is only about 2 games back. So there's still a chance.
We saw TK up 2-0 in a series, up 3-0 in a CTF.
You're right.
Things fell apart. So
what about 4-1 though on an Arden Forest CTF?
All right. And streaks might be coming home soon. I imagine Replays might just follow him the whole way back. And oh, never mind. He's got 3 streak for Priesta too. I was thinking Replays might try to get the streaks, but he's just going to hold the mid cut. Hey, look how close he is. So Priesta and Replays both very, very close. There's the one. Yep, able to do it.
Do it to him.
Okay.
He's having a good game.
Replays is feeling he's
having a good game.
Very good right now. 12-7. The
21-7. 8 in a row. 21-8 from Replays.
As soon as he snapped to challenge that, I was like, Replays is feeling himself.
Yeah, FaZe up 4-1. He's got fully streaks. I mean, Priesta, he's close as well. Glide Bomb called in. The counter is there for Splyce, but there is double Glide Bombs to deal with, and Zuma gets a kill. There is the artillery as well, yeah. The flag guy is still alive, though. He has not been challenged just yet. He can't run that way because it's being blown up right now, but he can't run the other way because that's where all of FaZe is. He's alive!
How did he just get through this crack?
He's alive!
How did he just get through this? I mean, granted, you got the flag still on the other end, but it was amazing he was able to stay
Zuma on a, guess what, a Zuma flank.
Surprise!
All right, 5-1.
22-9 for Replays. 6 streak here for Priesta as he's 15-13. And Priesta wants to bring even more pain to this match.
Oh, boy.
90 seconds is going to feel like a long time for Splyce right now.
Yeah, looking at the scoreboard, we obviously pointed out Replays, but on the other side, you have Bance, who is 7-21. Basically the complete opposite. Wow.
And we saw, you know, when you play like an aggressive position like Bance, and this map can be frustrating at times. Like who was it? We saw Zero have a really tough time here against Apple. It was like a 4-19 type game. I can't remember what he finished, but this map can get real frustrating real quickly.
I tell you, he's had a hell of a series. It's been Priesta. I mean, yeah, Replays is having a great game 3, but Priesta has been dominating Splyce.
Wait, did he just double up? Because he just called him a fighter pilot, didn't he?
Yep, he's on a 10 spree.
That'll do it.
And he has 3 flag caps.
That'll do it. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Whatever.
If you've ever wanted to see 90 straight seconds of the aerial view of this map, you're getting it. Another one comes in.
10 in a row. 11. Nope.
Finally gonna fall. But it's a murder in the forest.
It's a great match out of FaZe. The best I've seen them in a long time. Obviously, I didn't watch too many of their Anaheim matches where they got top 6, but this was definitive.
This is one where this is a series that you'd expect to be closer, like especially when two teams are playing for their lives. Like you usually expect this to be closer, not a 3-0 blowout like this. But that's what you get. FaZe Clan.
Oh my God.
Zuma with some sugar on top. They take it 3-0. So convincing in that game 3. I know the hard point incredibly, incredibly close. I'll tell you what, that hard point, it's like Splyce just didn't look the same after. It's 6-1 in the search, 6-1 in the CTF. I think it's just, it took something out of them, how close that hard point was.
Again, earlier today, like, they lost the first hard point to Envy. They were down 5-2. Like, I think that search in the short clutch, like, gave them confidence back. Even the CTF, it went into overtime, you know, on London docks. It was a crazy one back and forth. Like, it was a clutch series for Splyce, but it went their way.
It's like, do you think if Splyce won that map 1 in dramatic fashion, this series goes a lot differently?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I'm not guaranteeing they'd win or anything.
Because I think it's another frustrating. It's almost the same effect on the FaZe where it's, oh, here we go. Like, this is we've been losing hard points. Another very frustrating series. Things just aren't going our way. I don't know if you would hear that energy that we just had in that listening from FaZe. Like, that was stage 1 FaZe right there.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like tilting, anything like that. It's just an energy thing. Like, it's just big wins, dramatic wins that kind of fuel that fire, right?
Yeah.
FaZe obviously get that out of the first game, and they don't look back. 6-1, then 6-1, just completely dominant in the second and third map. And yeah, it was a very good victory for FaZe. Like, very good victory for them.
Yeah, it was a great game for FaZe. Just a great day of matches. And, you know, every single day at the end, we do our Astro Gaming MVP speculation. And
who we got?
I believe it's Facento once again. So what, back-to-back days for Facento?
Oh, Facento, you know, I love you. I do. He's a phenomenal player, and he's been a massive part of Echo Fox making this run. Was he really yesterday?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was supposed to be a different player every day. Well, I'll tell you what.
Maybe he's the MVP.
Whoever picked this is why he did it wrong. FaZe went 2-0 today. Priesta had a monster day, and it's Priesta's birthday.
Well, he dropped 14 kills on Game 5.
It's a very, very solid
First
argument.
TK, it was a reverse sweep.
But it's like, you know, 14 in a Game 5, birthday.
Well, 14 in Game 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Birthday.
But yeah, I mean, that's back-to-back for Facento. He's been really, like, even at Anaheim, when we watched some of the pool play matches on Friday, like, Facento was frying that main AR role. Like, he looks comfortable right now.
It's been playing great.
Ever since he moved to California, things have just changed for him.
Yeah. It's the, 75 degrees and sunshine every day. That's
every day.
Maybe part of it.
I've been to his house. It's a great time.
No, it really is. Excited for him and the move, and you know, all the fun he's having out there, and he's having some fun here.
Whoa.
Well, Echo Fox.
Look at that 3-team. Wow.
Echo Fox from the depths of the division to second. EG in a bit of a free fall, and Echo Fox. Wow. And that's that team, man. It's like, I don't want to say they're like united exactly, but when you talk about their floor and their ceiling, the difference in them, yeah, I think they're kind of similar in that regard.
I mean, I would not be surprised if we take a snapshot of this and then looked at the end of Thursday if Echo Fox and EG were both out of playoffs or something. Like, it would not surprise me, again, looking at this. Yes, Splyce, they lost that match, but you could see they are like one win away. It is not done for them. They still have 4 games left. They're going to have another one tomorrow.
What I love is there's no way next week sucks. Like, there's no way it comes to a spot where like 4 teams are good and we're not talking.
Well, we were worried about that with Division B. Division B looks similar.
Well, you can be, because the main thing is here, it's a little bit less interesting from the standpoint that you don't have the relegation teams. Like, there's not that battle. So it's really just about top 4. And it's going to be a battle for top 4. Like, there's just no way it's not. But let's take a look at the schedule then tomorrow and see what we've got. So it's Epsilon TK to kick things off. Then Splyce EG, massive. FaZe Red Reserve, massive. Team Envious Echo Fox, massive. Like, those final 3 games.
Well, I think even for TK, because you lose today in that reverse sweep, to get a win, to put yourself back at 6-4, that would be big for them. Obviously, they still have to beat Epsilon. But yeah, Splyce and EG, a team that is 4-6, a team that is 6-4, like that could be another loss for EG. FaZe and Red Reserve, when as soon as you think FaZe is back, they have to play Red tomorrow. That's a tough match. And then Envy Echo Fox, again, a couple of teams who, we just talked about it, they have high ceilings, but both of those teams, they can have some tough losses.
Exciting stuff here at the Call of Duty World League. It's been an incredible 2018, and we're getting to the final stages. The road to champs nearing its end. We've got, what, 3 weeks basically of action left here in stage 2, then the $500,000 playoff, then the big one, CWL champs. But before we get there, who's going to clutch up in Division A? Who's going to make the plays? Tomorrow, some insane matches, some incredible matches. Can't wait to see you then. Farewell.